Buenos dias my fellow doctors. So, Arknights' new standard banner has been released. Featuring Mlynar, arguably the best physical damager in the game. And his niece, Blemishine, guardian defender with tons of different utility. As well as other useful 5 stars. Now the question is whether you should pull this. While Ines banner is still available. And we are sure that a limited banner is just around the corner. First of all, let's see what these operators can do. Mlynar is a liberator guard that won't block unless he's using skills. Got talent 1 that does damage increase and damage reduction depending on how many enemies are in his range. Talent 2 will normally make his aggro higher than anyone on the field. Perfect as a bait unit, considering he's also tanky. And can make all Kazimierz units including himself, reflect damage with true damage. For skills, it's mostly skill 3 that you will use. But skill 2 could have its use if you need him to use skill often. And it got a sweet damage to eliminate a single enemy. Skill 3 is his ultimate skill that can be easily described as an upgrade to Silver Ash skill 3. It deals tons of physical damage to multiple enemies. And got additional true damage on the side. Bring yourself this best uncle with his skill 3. And you're guaranteed to cheese almost any stages in this game. Now for the other 6-star and the shop operator. Blemishine is the second 6-star guardian after Saileach. But she's unique compared to other guardian. She has an extended range and has more offensive oriented skills. And not just stopping there, she also got support and healing utility. With her talent 1, anyone with defensive recovery skills like herself will get 1 SP when attacking an enemy, very useful for someone with a big skill cost like herself. And penance with her S3 for example. Talent 2 makes her one of the few that can hit sleeping enemies. And deal more damage when attacking them. For skills, skill 1 might sound good for AFK. But the damage is nothing compared to her other skills. And the heal is unreliable since she only heal when performing an attack. Although it is something that can be fixed by Britain's greatest engineer. Skill 2 is her only skill that can put enemies to sleep, and it is long lasting, and make good use of her talent 2 if you don't want or can't rely on others to inflict sleep. And it does makes her an important operator. If you are mainly going to use sleep debuff in your strategy. It increases her attack and she will use regeneration healing for all units in range. That can even heal enmity units like La Pluma for example. Skill 3 is mostly for damage. It increases her attack and deal additional hit as arts damage. Also heal other operators with a big amount. But the sad part is that she only heals other operators, and not herself. Talking about selfless. And like S1, she only heals when attacking. Now for the 5 stars, the shop operator is La Pluma. She's a Reaper which is a good option for handling crowd. But she can't be healed by using normal healing. And she's pretty much screwed if she got hit by elemental damage. However, she can do a lifesteal when attacking an enemy. And there's regeneration healing that you can use. If you're not playing IS3 and elemental damage is not a concern. I can say she's the best Reaper the game has yet to offer. With talent 1 she gets a quicker attack speed which is important for her. Skill 1 is a great AFK skill that deals critical damage, hits twice, and heals twice. Skill 2 is your burst option if too many enemies start to pour in. Or when you try to keep up her healing against a strong foe. The next 5-star is Smug Cat Harmonie. A caster that is great to be used in a lane with low traffic of enemies. Especially to eliminate a certain target. She can store multiple attack charges. And then unleash them to deal tons of arts damage. With her skill 2 she can create an area that reduces enemy movement. And deals arts damage to them, similar to Spectral's doll. She got a faster attack speed to store her attack charges quicker. And only attacking blocked enemy is a good thing for her. Not only it does give more damage from her talent. She can now safely charge her attack first, instead of wasting it the moment the enemy is in her range. And the last 5-star is Luna Cub. Thanks to her talent, she got an almost permanent camouflage. Very useful for me in the reclamation algorithm and EP12. to scout the area and identify civilians early, without the need to worry about her getting destroyed by a ranged attack. For skills, keep in mind she loses her camouflage when using skills. Skill 1 gives her a basic attack boost, or you can use skill 2 if you want to increase her DPS, and retain that sneak 100 from her talent. As long as she defeats an enemy, she can have this camouflage until the skill ends. So, should you pull this banner? Honestly, this is a great standard banner. If you don't have 2 of the 6 star, I think you can gamble on this one. And if you only don't have Mlynar, it might still be a good idea, if making the stage run a whole lot easier is your main concern. Otherwise, you might want to save resources. And I don't really recommend you use your gold certs to buy Blemishine for now. If you still don't have Ines, you might still want to get resources for this vanguard. But the main concern here is that around the 10th of November, expect Lone Trail event, and another limited banner. That should be all. Adios.